Imagine escaping the hustle and noise of city life, watching skyscrapers give way to tranquil forests, calm lakes, and the majestic peaks of the Adirondack Mountains. This is more than just a train journey. It's a retreat into nature. The Adirondack Train Route is one of North America's most scenic rail lines, linking New York City to Montreal through landscapes that seem almost untouched by time. But this journey is also a trip through history. Established in 1974 by Amtrak, the Adirondack Route quickly became known for its unparalleled scenic beauty. Spanning nearly 400 miles, the train departs from Penn Station in New York City and winds through the Hudson Valley, skirting the Adirondack Mountains before crossing into Canada. This is no ordinary train ride. It's a route that invites passengers to slow down and savor the journey itself. The tracks, however, were laid long before Amtrak took over. In the 19th century, railroads were the lifeblood of the American Northeast, connecting people and goods across regions that were once isolated. The Adirondack Route stands as a testament to the power of rail travel to shape the development of both New York State and Quebec. For decades, these rails have brought city dwellers into the heart of nature, opening up the wilderness for exploration and helping to support local economies along the way. In the early 20th century, as city life became more crowded and industrialized, the Adirondack Park became a haven for those seeking an escape. The train was their lifeline, providing easy access to the remote, rugged beauty of the Adirondack Mountains. Today, the route continues to bridge the gap between urban and rural life, offering travelers a chance to step back in time and experience the region's natural wonders in a way that no highway or airplane could ever replicate. Chapter 2. The Scenic Journey, from Urban Skylines to Untouched Wilderness. The train pulls away from Penn Station, leaving behind the towering skyscrapers and busy streets of New York City. The landscape begins to transform. The urban skyline melts into the distance, replaced by the lush greenery of the Hudson Valley. The train glides along the edge of the Hudson River, offering sweeping views of the water, which sparkles in the sunlight. In the early morning hours, mist rises from the river, and the gentle hum of the train on the tracks creates a sense of calm. The route is a photographer's dream, and for good reason. As the train hugs the river's edge, you can feel the cool breeze coming off the water. The scent of pine trees and the distant sound of birdsong fill the air. This part of the journey is marked by historic estates, rolling hills, and quaint riverside towns like Poughkeepsie and Albany, where passengers can catch glimpses of both history and modern life coexisting along the tracks. As the train climbs northward, the landscape becomes even more dramatic. The rugged Catskill Mountains rise in the distance, their peaks piercing the sky. The train passes through small towns nestled in the valleys, each with its own charm and story. It's easy to imagine how these towns thrived during the golden age of train travel, when the railway was the primary connection to the rest of the world. And then, the Adirondack Mountains come into view, vast, imposing, and wild. The train winds its way through this protected wilderness, a place that feels far removed from the hustle of city life. Towering trees and sparkling lakes surround the train, creating a sense of being enveloped by nature. In autumn, the mountains burst into vibrant shades of red, orange, and gold, as if the landscape itself is putting on a show for passengers. One of the highlights of the journey is Lake Champlain, where the train runs right along the shore. The lake, one of the largest freshwater lakes in the United States, is framed by the Adirondack Mountains on one side and Vermont's Green Mountains on the other. The water is so clear that it reflects the surrounding peaks like a mirror. This is a part of the journey that feels almost surreal, as the train moves quietly along the edge of this expansive body of water, with nature stretching out in every direction. Chapter 3. The unique appeal of train travel. Today, train travel has a unique charm that no other mode of transportation can replicate, and the Adirondack Route is a perfect example of why. Unlike the rush of air travel or the stress of driving on highways, this journey is about slowing down, being present, and enjoying the ride. As the train glides along the tracks, there's no need to hurry. No check-ins, no traffic, just the gentle rhythm of the wheels on the rails and the breathtaking scenery unfolding outside the windows. For many, the Adirondack train route offers something rare in today's fast-paced world: the chance to disconnect from the demands of modern life and reconnect with the natural world. The train's leisurely pace allows passengers to take in the full beauty of the landscapes, from rolling hills to rugged mountains. without the distraction of navigating roads or checking a GPS. It's an invitation to sit back, relax, and simply enjoy the journey. There's also a sense of community on the train that's hard to find elsewhere. Passengers often strike up conversations, share travel stories, and bond over the shared experience of watching the world go by. The Adirondack route, with its stunning views and long stretches of uninterrupted wilderness, creates the perfect atmosphere for these connections. It's not just a solo journey, it's a shared adventure, where the people you meet along the way become part of the story. And then there's the idea of slow travel, a growing trend that emphasizes taking the time to fully experience a place, rather than rushing from one destination to the next. The Adirondack train route embodies this concept. It's a journey that encourages passengers to appreciate the moments, whether it's the sight of the sun rising over the Hudson River or the reflection of the mountains in Lake Champlain. It's about the joy of the ride, not just the arrival. In today's world, where speed and convenience often take priority, the Adirondack route stands out as a reminder that sometimes slowing down is the best way to truly experience the world. It's a train ride that offers not just a means of transportation, but a moment of peace, reflection, and connection with the natural beauty of the Northeast. Chapter 4. The economic role of the Adirondack route. The Adirondack train route is more than just a scenic journey. It's a lifeline for the small towns and rural communities it passes through. Tourism isn't just important here, it's everything. The train's steady flow of passengers brings new faces and fresh energy to towns like Saratoga Springs and the Adirondack villages, where the local economy depends on the arrival of visitors looking for a slice of tranquility. For many of these communities, the Adirondack route represents not just a connection to the outside world, but a way of life. Take Saratoga Springs, for example, a town famed for its natural mineral springs, horse racing, and vibrant arts scene. For business owners here, each train that pulls into the station carries with it an opportunity. A family arriving for a weekend getaway, tourists eager to explore the town's history, or travelers looking to unwind in its renowned spas. The economic impact of these visitors is undeniable. Local inns, restaurants, and shops thrive because of the train, and it's no exaggeration to say that the Adirondack route helps keep this town alive. And it's not just about tourism. The train is a crucial connection for many residents who rely on it for work, education, or medical appointments in bigger cities like New York or Montreal. For small-town families, the Adirondack route isn't a luxury. It's a necessity. It links them to opportunities, services, and experiences that would otherwise be out of reach. This is the real beauty of the train. It bridges worlds, connecting the vibrant pulse of city life with the quiet charm of rural communities. Further north, the train passes through the heart of the Adirondack Park, a vast wilderness area that draws outdoor enthusiasts from across the country. Here, tourism plays a vital role in supporting local economies. Further north, the train passes through the heart of the Adirondack Park, a vast wilderness area that draws outdoor enthusiasts from across the country. Here, tourism plays a vital role in supporting local economies. Towns nestled in the mountains, from Plattsburgh to Saranac Lake, rely on the seasonal influx of hikers, campers, and nature lovers who arrive on the train, ready to experience the park's lakes, forests, and trails. Each visitor leaves a mark on the local economy, staying in cabins, eating at family-owned restaurants, and purchasing outdoor gear from local shops. The Adirondack route may be a quiet, peaceful journey, but its economic impact is anything but small. Chapter 5. The sustainability of train travel. In today's world, where the environment is at the forefront of many travelers' minds, train travel stands out as one of the most sustainable ways to explore a region. The Adirondack route offers an eco-friendly alternative to cars and planes, making it a perfect choice for those who want to experience the beauty of the Northeast without contributing to its environmental decline. The route's low carbon footprint is just one reason why more travelers are choosing the train over other forms of transportation. Trains are significantly more energy efficient than both cars and planes, especially over long distances. Passengers aboard the Adirondack route can feel confident that they're reducing their carbon emissions while enjoying some of the most beautiful landscapes the region has to offer. By traveling by train, They're helping to reduce highway congestion, lower greenhouse gas emissions, and ease the strain on local ecosystems. Every mile the train travels through the Hudson Valley or along the shores of Lake Champlain represents a step toward more sustainable tourism. But the environmental benefits of the Adirondack route go beyond reducing emissions. The train passes through some of the most ecologically sensitive areas in the Northeast, including the Adirondack Park, which is home to diverse wildlife and fragile ecosystems. Imagine gliding quietly through this wilderness. The train's gentle hum, the only sound breaking the silence. Eagles soar overhead, while deer graze peacefully in the forests that stretch out beyond the tracks. There are no car engines rumbling here, no highways cutting through the landscape, just the train, moving in harmony with its surroundings. This is ecotourism at its finest. By choosing the Adirondack train route, travelers can experience nature without leaving behind the pollution and disruption that often come with road travel. The train's journey is a testament to how we can explore the world responsibly, with a minimal footprint and a deep respect for the environment. And as more travelers become conscious of their impact, the Adirondack route is becoming a part of a larger movement, one that values sustainability as much as scenery. Efforts to make the Adirondack route even more sustainable are underway, with rail operators exploring ways to further reduce energy consumption and increase the use of renewable energy sources. These initiatives are critical, especially for a route that passes through some of the most pristine landscapes in the Northeast. Protecting these natural spaces is not just important for the wildlife that calls them home, but for the generations of travelers who will come to appreciate their beauty in the years ahead. Chapter 6. Challenges and opportunities for the future. Despite its undeniable appeal, the Adirondack train route faces significant challenges as it looks to the future. In an era where speed is often prioritized, the train's leisurely pace can be seen as a drawback for travelers who want to get to their destination quickly. Airplanes and highways offer faster options, and for some, the allure of arriving in hours rather than enjoying the journey for an entire day might seem more convenient. But this challenge also presents an opportunity. As more people become aware of the environmental impact of air travel and the stress of road congestion, there is a growing shift towards slow travel, a movement that values the experience of the journey itself, not just the destination. The Adirondack route is perfectly positioned to appeal to this new generation of travelers who are seeking sustainable and meaningful experiences. The train offers more than just transportation. It's an invitation to slow down, enjoy the beauty of the Northeast, and travel in a way that minimizes environmental harm. However, to secure its future, the Adirondack route will need to adapt. Upgrades to railway infrastructure, onboard amenities, and energy efficiency are key to making the route more competitive and attractive to modern travelers. Faster, more energy-efficient trains could appeal to a broader audience, while still maintaining the scenic and cultural experience that makes the Adirondack route so unique. By investing in modernization, the train can continue to serve as both a beloved scenic journey and a leader in sustainable travel. Yet, modernization cannot come at the cost of the natural and cultural integrity of the route. The landscapes that passengers marvel at through the windows are irreplaceable, and preserving them must be a priority. Efforts to protect the Adirondack Park and the sensitive ecosystems along the route are crucial if the train is to maintain its appeal. Overdevelopment, pollution, and habitat destruction threaten the very places that make this journey so special, and protecting them is essential, not just for today's travelers, but for generations to come. The future of the Adirondack route hangs in the balance. Will it continue to thrive as a model for sustainable, slow travel, or will it be left behind as transportation habits evolve? This iconic journey is more than just a train ride. It's a promise that we can travel responsibly, connect with nature, and preserve these experiences for the future. But the future depends on the choices we make today. Will this journey continue to inspire and protect, or will it fade into history?